correlated subqueries and locks, right? Can anybody tell me what is correlated query? How it will work? Hmm? Normal subquery will work once the inner query is executed. After that, it will match with the outer query. Okay, that's in that way it will work. But in case of correlated subquery, what it will do? First, it will execute the main query, and that result will pass it to the subquery. Okay, we will it will refer in the subquery also that value, so that what will happen, the additional searches will not be happened in the correlated subquery. That's where our performance will get increase. Okay, next, there are two operators mainly. One is exist and not non-exist operators for the correlated subquery. In real time, we'll use these two only maximum. Okay, correlated subquery concepts. If the value is exist or not, instead of in, all the people will use maximum correlated subquery only. Just it will refer the value in the subquery. Okay. Here, if you check here, select star from department means we need to get the department number who is working in the MP table. Though only that department details I want means just simply where exist. You can give any value, doesn't matter whether you are giving 0 or x or something. You can give anything, doesn't matter, because we are not comparing with any column. Here we are doing the join inside the subquery. So no matter what you are selecting here, okay, just it will check for the existence. Okay, if the value is existed, simply it will return the particular department ID. Earlier, where it is picking, here department ID is picking and that value is assigning here. But now not like that. Here it is picking the department ID. It is checking in the inside the loop. Okay, inside the subquery. Okay, so no matter what we are selecting in the correlated subquery. Okay, same way not exist also. If the I don't want to department details, means I want only whoever not working in the organization, means whoever no employee is there in the department, that employee details I need means just simply you can use the not exist, just with compare with the department number details. And also if you want to use for instead of rank and all means, we can use this correlated subquery also. If you want second highest salary who is getting in your organization, okay, that you can do with the self. It seems self join only, but it will execute little early compared to other operators. Mostly we'll use dense rank. If interviewer asks in another way means, you can prefer this one. Okay, correlated subquery, it will give the best performance. Next, what is logs? Can anybody tell me? Okay, whenever you are doing the any DML operations or selection on the particular table or particular rows, okay, uh, due to some other operations, my work should not impact. Okay, that time what I will do, I will log the records or I will log the entire table and will do my operations. And after that, once my work is completed, then I will release the log, or I will release the table. If you want to do like that means, we will use the logs mechanism. We are having two types of logs: row level logs and table level logs. Okay, row level logs means simply we can use the for update class in the select statement. Simply after where class, you can give the for update class. So particular 10th department, whatever records are there, I am locking. So nobody should, nobody can able to uh, do the DML operations on the particular records. Okay, is it required to show again how it will work? What now it will do? If any other person is doing DML operations or selecting anything, okay, I don't want to wait till their process executes. Just I should come out from the execution, or my query should execute. So simply you can mention the no wait. If the table or records are using by somebody, simply if you are mentioned the no wait means simply you will get the resource busy and come out from the your execution process. Otherwise, it will be in lock mode. Okay, that is the no wait. This is row level locks only. Next, table level locks. Table level locks are of two types. One is shared lock and exclusive mode. Okay, what is shared lock? Okay, you are locking the entire table in shared mode. Means what does mean? If if you are if you are locking the table means I can able to access the table, but I cannot do the DML operations on that specific table. But I can able to query the data. You can do anything, but only you cannot be. It should not allow to do DML operations. That will be in shared logs. But here problem here is we cannot control. See, I can able to log, you can able to log, somebody can log. See, if that things happen means everybody should release. Otherwise, nobody can do the DML operations. Okay, there will be some dependency. So we cannot give control on the entire application. So for that, Oracle provided one more log, exclusive log, but still this shared log can use for the migration perspective. Okay, so whenever you are doing the daily migrations or delta ingestions and all, simply what they will do, instead of blocking everybody, they will give shared lock. Okay, they will block the DML operations, and they allow to query the data by developers. Like that they will give, and they will access the entire table till their process migration process completes. Okay, coming to exclusive mode, exclusive locks, if you are more than one person is using the same application means what they will do, simply they will do the exclusive lock. Okay, what does mean? It will They will lock the table, but same time nobody can able to lock, but they can able to query, but they cannot do the DML operations, and also they cannot able to lock. That is called exclusive lock. In application side, mainly we'll use exclusive locks, but in case of share, migration and one-time activities, things and all, that time we'll go for the shared lock in real time. If you want to do lock for specific records, we'll use the row level lock. Okay, that is what the locking mechanism. Okay, today we'll start the index. Can anybody tell me what is index? I think you might heard in the childhood days in any textbook, it will be first page is the index. Okay, what does mean? There will be some topics, unit names, everything will be there, and also page numbers will be there. What you will do? You will check what topic you want. Okay, and you can search in the you can search in the index. Why in which page it is there? Okay, you are aware of not that index? Yeah. So what is the use with that? You can able to easily you can go to specific page directly. Maybe you cannot open directly that specific page, but uh, we can say uh, mostly we'll open that space. If let's assume 200 pages means it is our unit is in 200 page means what you will do? Simply you can cover the 100 pages without opening that one. So when you reach around 190, 180, simply you can search and you can identify that one. Okay, means for searching it will be useful that whatever you are having that index and all. Okay, in Telugu, for Telugu people, mundu mata like that it will be there, I guess. Okay, so that is the main index. Index means it will be useful for the searching. Okay, Oracle also provided same things of the Oracle made more easy to search your records, okay, in the original database. Maybe let's assume our table contains many number of records like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million records. So in that, if you want to go and search all the times, it will be very difficult even for Oracle also. For us anyway, we cannot do that one. For 1 million, in 1 million records, if we want to identify the one record means, definitely it will take more than 1 day. Okay, for particular record, particular value, definitely it will take more than 1 day. Okay, but even for system also will take 1 million, 2 million records means, anyway it will search based on the, it will search row by row, right? It will, first it will check the first column, next column, like that it will go and search entire table. So for that also very difficult. So Oracle provided mechanism called indexes. Okay, Oracle so the indexes can be created two ways. Okay, one is automatically and manually. Can anybody tell me when it will create automatically? Already we discussed this topic. Just I have told two lines. Index will be used for the to retrieve the data fastly, and one more concept I have explained. B tree index. What is B tree? How it will be there? How data will be saved? Okay. While creating the unique constraint and primary constraints, indexes will be automatically created. That I have already explained, right? Primary key. While creating the primary key, automatically B tree index will be created. Insertion, DML updation, deletion, everything will be based on the uh, index only. Index means here it is based on your node, which node your value is there. Okay, based upon the some root node, some child nodes will create, and under that again no sub nodes, leaf nodes will be created. Like that I already have explained, right? Okay, for unique constraint and both primary key, automatically index will be created. Okay, so indexes can be created in two ways. One is automatically and one is manually. Okay, when this is same thing only. Okay, whenever you are creating the unique constraint and primary key, automatically B tree index will create. Okay, B tree means, okay, let's assume first you have inserted the one record. Okay, you are having the unique index or primary key, you are inserting the value. It will go and search the value. Okay, your value is A. Sorry, you can, value is first, it's 1. Okay, let's consider other columns are ABCD, like that. You are having other columns values. Okay, you are created the index on, created the constraint on first column. Okay, so it will save this one. It will consider as a primary root node. Okay, let's assume for existing data, if you are considering, okay, let's assume already you are having 10 numbers. So first it will check the average number. Okay, means what is, it will come around 5. Okay, it will consider as a root node, and next, whatever values are less than 5, that will come left side. Whatever values more than 5, that values come right side. Okay, again here, what is the value of average value in this one? 1 to 5, 3 will be the value. Okay, 3 will be the value. Whatever values are less than 3, that will come left side. More than 3 means it will come right side. So again it will come, what value here, it will come 1 comma 2. Okay, 1 comma 2. Here what will you come? 1 and 2 it will come here is. Okay, next, two nodes will not in place they cannot adjust one in one place. So it will store either one or two. Under that it will be create one more. Okay, for this one let's assume this is one, means it is more than one. That's why here value will, two will be stored here. Okay, here value is more than 3 means 4 and 5, right? So let's assume it will create 4 here it will come. 5 is more than this one means, so say 5 already it's there. Okay, like that tree will be created, and connections also like this it will create. Okay, see, if you see this one, it is in tree structure. Okay, here what values will come? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, like that b tree will be created when you are doing the index, unique index. See, there is no any duplicate, just it will whenever you are doing insertion and all means, automatically indexed b tree structure will readjust, recompile that one. Okay, if the values you are increasing more means, try to adjust in this tree. Okay, if it want, it will go and add the column, add the values once again. Okay, let's assume already it's 5 completed. If more than that means, all the times it will go on right side only, it will add. Okay, average value will take as the main node, and for that corresponding child nodes will be created. Okay, that is the b tree index that will be maintained by Oracle by default. Okay, we are not doing anything manually. We can create manually also, that is by using create index, index name. Okay, and which table, which column we have to specify in the index. Okay, see, indexes cannot be fire once you are having the in where normally when indexes will fire, we'll check. Select star from EMP. Here there is no index, even though we are having the primary key on EMP number, DPT number not null is there. Okay, ename not null is there. Still, our index is not firing. When it will fire now? If you are using the index in the where class, okay, when EMP number, okay, then only your index will get fired and it will search fastly. Otherwise, if you are simply select star from EMP means what? You are selecting all the rows. So what will happen? No need to search. Just you need to show everything. Okay. So doesn't matter whether you are having the index or not. Doesn't matter. It will, when you are having the EMP number in where class, that time our index will get fired. Even for other classes also, where class or order by also, we on which column we will do, mainly we'll use either EMP number or DPT number, like that only. Rarely we'll use higher number, because these are all unimportant. Maybe we are having or not, doesn't matter, but mainly we'll use the EMP number and DPT number, order by also. So where which columns we are having the index, only mainly we'll use the only those columns, order by and where classes. For specific scenario, we'll use other columns. Otherwise, mainly we'll use the where class and order by class. Okay. If you are having the that indexed column in the where class, then only your index will get fired and it will search for the your data. Okay, let's assume your EMP number equal to 7839 means 787499 is there. Okay, 7499, where it is there, here it is there. Okay, so simply it won't search entire columns. If you don't have the index means, what it will do, it will go and search all the records. Even though you are selecting the EMP number means, EMP number it will go and again it will move to right side. Okay, like that it will check. But in case of if you having index means, simply it will search in this one only. And also that too, first let's assume here values are there. Here average value is, let's assume 77882, 7782, 7782. Our value is what? 7499. It will check the first leaf node, sorry, root node. Okay, if the value is less than that one means, it will go to left side. So what will happen? Right side nodes will not consider for our search. Again, here it will go and search here. Let's assume our value is 7698, 7698, 7499 is less than that one means, so it will search only this record. So what will happen? Again, these records, everything will not come into the our searching mechanism. Okay, so we are avoiding that one. Again, it will go and search the this node, sub node. Okay, like that it will go till your value will become. Okay, nothing is there. If the value is less than, it will go to left side of the tree. If value is more than, right side of the tree. It will go till your value comes, so that you will be avoided many nodes, many leaf nodes to many loads in our searching mechanism. So data will be retrieved very fastly by the Oracle. That's what the unique index, and it will search. How it will search in the database, how it will work in the our query. Okay. Next, even same way it will do for order by also. It will do the simply order. If they want EMP number means simply what it will do, it will go and search. First it will take lowest values. Let's assume order by EMP number, this one ascending order. First it will take leaf node. What is that one? Left side of the value. If the value is one right, if value is less than that one means first it will consider. First it will take zero, next one, next two. Next, here this will make order first. Next, it will go to third one. So already two is there. After that, it will add three. Okay, already left side values are already covered, right? So it will go to next right side. Like that, it will go and add the. It will make the order. Okay. Mainly, if you are having the index in where class and order by class, that will be the mechanism. It will do the it will search or it will do the order in the Oracle side. Okay. There are few methods are there in index scan method. If you are using the where index column in the where class, it will go for the scan index scan. Otherwise, default scan is what entire table it will search. Okay. If you are index, that we can say index scan. Searching means scanning only, right? So in database world, we can say that is index scan method. It will search. Otherwise, it will be full table scan. Okay, and also this is doesn't matter. The value, whatever column index columns are there, right? That will be mostly arithmetic all operator. It will work except not null and null, not null, and also not operators. Not operators means equal to and not equal to, not less than, not greater than, like that. Instead of that, mostly you can give the positive conditions instead of using the not. Okay, that will make little early. If you are using these operators means is null, is not null, and not equal to, in this in with these operators, our index will not get fired. Okay, let's assume, I don't know. Toad can ever we can able to get that one actually. Your explain plan will work or not, I don't know. How plan will be. Explain plan table. How it will be inside. I can show you in Toad, but here I don't know. Explain plan EMP where is implemented. This is correct only syntax. Okay, let's query this one. Toad means we will get the plan, how it will search, it will go and search that one. That and all options will be there. Here I don't think so. This is a free version, right? So you won't get it. Toad and all means it's a paid versions. We'll get the explain plans also, everything. 1 minute, I will check if available. I will show you that how the plan will get executed. So, so developer execution plan. First you can search, and here the button is there. This is the button. Okay. Yeah, revenue subscribe. What search? This one is user has no privilege. See, actually we don't have privileges. Normally it will show this one. Okay, I don't have rights. I will show you in code. I will take somebody's system. Okay, in that I can able to show that how the plan will be executed. If we are having the index, how query will execute. If we don't have, how query will execute. Okay, that things I will show you once. I will take the this one. Okay, next we'll see. Manually also we can create, right, by using just simply create index name. Okay, these will be used normally if you are not using the constraints and all, no? That time for if you want searching mechanism is very fast, that time we'll go for the indexes. See, all the organization will not use all the objects of the Oracle. Okay, see, constraints and all very difficult to manage for the uh, uh, low means small applications. Simply we cannot apply the this one constraints and all. So what they will do, simply they will use indexes for small type of businesses and all. Because of means if you are using the Oracle objects, means if you are using the indexes, means constraint, means you have to pay more to Oracle to maintain the constraints and all. If you are using the methodology, everything will be, it's a cost oriented. If you are using that feature, okay, Oracle provided feature, means definitely for that organization has to pay to Oracle company. Okay, that's way few organization may not prefer all the features. Instead of that, if they are having any alternative objects, they will use that one. So if they don't want to use the constraints and all, means simply they will use the indexes. Even for methodology view also, if they don't want to use the temporary purpose, means simply what they will do, for temporary purpose normal views only will use. Methodology view will cost oriented. Okay, like that they will use the alternative things. That will be depends on organization to organization. We cannot say, but in interviewer definitely 100% all the features will ask. Okay, next there are two types of indexes are there. One is b-tree indexes and non b-tree index, bitmap index, we can say that one. B-tree means already I have explained. If the value is more than, means it will go to right side. If value is less than uh, root node value, means root node means if for these two nodes it is the root node. For these two nodes it is the main node. Okay, you can say now this is a sub node, but nodes data will be stored in this B-tree manner. Okay, this type of indexes we can say B-tree indexes. If the system is not using this method, that we can say non-B-tree index, or we can say bitmap indexes. Bitmap indexes means for that actually the values will be stored in the bitmap indexes. Okay, here I am showing the structure is like that. Okay, physically, but in Oracle there is no trace and all, right? So Oracle, what will happen na? Normally, I will show you. We are having employee data. Okay, we are having employee data. So how data will be stored, I will show you. Okay, backend, what will happen na? Backend separate table will be created. Okay, backend separate table will be created, and that whatever index column is there, for that it will store separately, and it will be stored in separate column actually. Okay, this is index column. Okay, that will be stored separately. Rest of the things complete, we can say. I will make this. Let's see how we can do. Okay, let's say. Okay, this will be value will be merged and will store as the offset value. Okay, simply all this entire rows we can say offset, like that it will store. And whenever you are using the where class index column, that time what will happen, simply it will search in the index column instead of entire table. It will scan only index column. If the value is fine, corresponding offset value will pick and it will return the result. Okay, based on whatever columns we are using, that values will pick from here. You are getting my point or not? Internally, chain will be like this only. Okay, physically in database, how it will store my values. See, there are, this is database. Okay, inside database there will be data blocks are there. Okay, inside data blocks some data files will be there. Like that Oracle will be stored the data. Okay, some your maybe for first record you will store here, second record you may store here, third record you may store here only. Okay, like that data will be stored in different files, but for each and every record, that will be having some link. Okay, that link will be maintained by Oracle inside metadata. Okay, that which block, which data block, which data file data is stored, like that, that maintenance everything will be done in the Oracle by default. Okay, that linkage will be happen, that offset information separately index table will create and it will store in separate data file. So here data will be there, entire offset will be, value will be there. Whenever you are firing the select statement, simply it will go and search in the this index table only. Directly it will pick the value from this one, and for this value data file is there some other place, it will go and pick the particular record and it will return to the end user. That's what the original mechanism. Okay, separate table will be created. Interviewer definitely will ask what will happen if we are having the indexes on the specific column, how it will retrieve the data fastly. That will be the, so you should understand how inside value will be, how inside it will works. It will, data will be stored in different files in different blocks. So everything will be linked and it will maintained by the Oracle. But whenever we are creating the index separately, it will create separate table for that. Okay, that separate table is containing two columns. One is index column and another one is offset value. Offset value, other records whatever we are having, that value will save in the offset value, and index column will be there. Whenever you are such you are querying the data, if the value is if the column is there in the where class, it will go and search the only index column, not the entire table. So that, and also that to everything, if it is in binary format, it will go and search in this way. So that we don't want to query, means we don't want to scan entire table. It will go and scan the only indexed value where the value our values are there. Okay, in that way it will search and it will give the result. So our query is give the result very fastly compared to full index scan. You have to tell in that way. Okay, next, there are few indexes. Now, that is already we discussed, right? Unique B-tree index, and one more is non-unique B-tree index. Unique B-tree indexes means whatever we are having that unique key, and we have that primary key, everything will comes under unique B-tree index. Means here we don't have any duplicates in this case. Okay, it should be unique value. If the value is less than, it will go and search in left side. Otherwise it will go and search the right side, but there is no matter of duplicates. Okay, that is the unique index. Next, non-unique index means, let's assume I am having one table called population, India population. There are around 140 million crores, right? So in that, how many are uh, men, how many are women? Okay, how we can decide? So for each and every, we cannot give that one. We cannot create such type of. We cannot create index on for two columns. There will be only two. Okay, men are either men or women. So we cannot go and search. Okay, in definitely only two nodes will be there. We cannot search if we are using the beater index. So for that type of scenarios, we'll use the bitmap indexes. That I will explain later once it's completed the unique beater indexes. Okay, this B-tree indexes all the see. I told right I told already row ID what will store. First, it will store the data file, data block name, and next data file name. After that, value will be stored. Row address. Okay. So what does mean? Here also same way only. It will be scanned. It will be saved index column. Rest of the things will be offset value. This actually in offset it won't store the data. It will store the row ID, particular row ID where the data is stored. Okay, it will go and pick the particular row ID. Okay, that is the index mechanism, how it will works inside our query execution. Number of types of indexes. Okay, unique and between unique and non-unique indexes. If you have any doubts in the unique index, B-tree index, can tell me that one. I will explain one more time if required. If you have any doubts, it is completely theory part. Just for creation, simply you can use create. If you want to create in externally index means, simply you can use create index. Index name you can give some I dot unique like that. I can give on which table you have to mention the table name EMP table. Which column you can mention the some EMP number table. Okay. Creation is nothing. Nothing is there. Internally, it's completely theory. Okay, internal mechanism that one. Okay, create index of table name dot. See, this is already created. Resource busy acquired no wait specified timeout expression. It's okay. It's already there. EMP table. One more table. Create table A underscore EMP as select star from EMP. Review. Okay, table is created. And I will create the unique index. Okay, if you want to create the unique index means you have to specify unique. Otherwise, system will consider the normal non-unique index. It will consider I underscore unique underscore. You can give the table name for identification. Okay, and for the table EMP, and you are creating index on EMP number. Okay, let's create index will be created. If you want to search whether your index is created or not, just you can go and search in the dictionary. That is DB underscore indexes or user underscore indexes. So let to start from DBA underscore indexes where table underscore name equal to our table is what EMP underscore tab underscore EMP, right? You have to give tabs only. Okay. You don't have rights. Actually, I logged in with some other user, not the sys user. That's why it is not giving. If you want to still you want to use this for particular user. Particular user means it will be view on top of DBA indexes. Only you will get only rights for on particular your tables only. Okay. Just now you have created index on for which table? Tab underscore EMP, right? So let's query this one. See, I underscore unique EMP is created on table tab EMP of type what? Unique type, uniqueness, either uniqueness or not uniqueness. That will come here. Okay. That row ID, everything will be stored internally. That we cannot see that one. Okay. This is completely theory, guys. Just normally these indexes and all will decided by architect or manager level candidate, manager team lead level candidate. Developers won't come, rarely will come these things. Okay, but we have to know because you are the developing the application, so you should use the indexed columns in the joins, where classes, order by classes. This will you have to think. Okay, so you should have the knowledge on indexes. Definitely a question will be there in real time. There are a lot of data will be there, so without index, without if you have, either you should have constraint or you should have index. Otherwise searching mechanism will be very difficult. It will take more time even for system also. Anyway, manually we cannot do for more number of records, so for system also we should have some index. Then only data will get data will search very fastly. Okay. If you have any doubts, I will explain. Otherwise, I will go for next topic. Guys, you are getting or not? Okay, thank you. Next, bitmap indexes. I have mentioned, right? Let's assume population table is there. In that, let's assume customer table is there. Okay, there are a lot of many number of customers are there. For each and every customer having some customer ID and their gender and their address, everything will be there. Okay, if you want create index on gender column. Okay, let's assume that will be your requirement. You have to use that gender. Maybe some names will be there, the like Chetana is there. Chetana you will use for gents and ladies also. But if you want to give for that also, means gender column, if you want to create the index, so what you will do, you will go for the bitmap index. Okay, what it will do now, for we can say this, the values are only f and m. Okay, means this cardinality, we can say that word cardinality means number of values will come. Okay, men, it is for men, it will men and women only two values will be there. Okay, let's assume transaction type credit and debit, only two types will be there. Like that, it will that words whatever we are having now, that values. Okay, for transactions credit and debit, for gender male and female, like that. Very less number of cardinality columns. If you want to create any indexes, you will use the bitmap index. Okay, in real time what it will how it will data will be stored now. Let's assume for customer ID, this is the your data, and this is in reverse way, index column will be created. Earlier how it will happen, it will create the index column and it will create the offset value. Offset value will store the row ID and it will pick the values accordingly whenever you searching the particular customer ID and particular employee number and all. Okay, simply it will go and search in the this column and it will go and search the particular row ID, and directly it will go to particular location and it will fetch the records and will show to the end user. That's what the unique index scenario. But in my bitmap index, what it will do now, Here also it will create the table, okay, but in different way. How many values are there? How many cardinality values are there? Here we are having female and male. Let's assume if the transaction is credit and debit, so like the two columns will be created. How many values are there for particular column? Okay, it is male and female, it will create two columns separately. If the value is male, okay, for that it will availability, this we can say availability, it is there in males records. For females records, it will the value will become 1 for the female column. Like that, internally table will create, and it won't search for the m or f, it will search only for the 1 when you are firing the query. Okay, in the join column, or if you are firing the in where class, okay, simply it will go and search for these bits. See, you know, right? System will perform on bits only. Anyway, in finally it will everything will work on bits, not on the your string. Okay, simply it will go similar for the system. It will be very easy if we are using the if we are performing the operations on ones and zeros. So directly we will go to wherever we are having. See, let's assume I want customers. Okay, only female customers. How it will check? Simply it will go and search the female column. Okay, here where whatever we are having ones, that value it will pick and it will return the result. Simply, if you are using the where select star from customer, where female gender equal to female means, if you are created already bitmap index on the particular column, simply what it will do, it will go to indexed table. There it will pick the wherever we are having the values 1 for the female column, simply it will go and fetch the entire record. Okay, customer records. That's what the bitmap index. It is mainly used for the what, low cardinality values. Okay, the syntax will be create bitmap index or particular table. Let's assume, coming to my our example, here we are having low cardinality values are what, job, right? Select star from emp means here you go and search the values for the job, you will get less number, there will be more duplicates. Okay, values will get separately. So internally what will happen, if you are creating the index on this column means, for job column, yeah, already emp tab emp, right? Internally it will create separate table. Next, it's already created, future not enabled. But for creating the bitmap index, actually this user is not doesn't have rights. Okay, let's try to connect with this user. Yes, yes. But it joined. Okay, let's check for emp table. Yeah, already we are having. Okay, simply what you can do, you can create the bitmap index. Actually, it is a non-paid version, right? For paid version, we can get the that features. If you want, I can show you in Oracle site. I guess Oracle Live SQL. Anybody have that one already open? We can create the bitmap indexes. It is having actually rights here. This is trial versions. Trial versions, few features may not be available. Okay. Okay, I will show you this one how it will execute. There is no syntax errors and all. Internally, it will create the one separate column. Okay, separate table. Let's assume here it will here primary key is EMP ID, and it will be columns will be what are all the unique values. President is there. Okay, and manager is there. Like that for all the designations, data table will be created. Okay, salesman, right? Like that it will create. It will for each and every employee ID. See, if this person is president, it will add the one. Otherwise, it will be zero or null. Doesn't matter. Let's say for the manager who Blake, he's manager, right? So for him, it will become one. Like that, values will be assigned. Okay. Next analyst. Analyst is who this person this fellow. Okay. Next clerk is he. Next, rest all are salesmen. Like that, internally table will get created. Okay, whenever you are firing the query select star from EMP, where a job equal to salesman, simply what it will go for the these indexed tables, bitmap indexed tables, wherever we are having salesman column as one, it will go and fetch only that particular records. Okay, in that way it will work. Bitmap index. Okay, make sure if you are using the index, you should be having the column in where class or order by class. Then only your index will get fired. Otherwise, it won't fire. Simply, it will go and search each and every column and each and every value, and finally, it will give the result. If you are having the index column index, so it will go and search the index. If you are having the uh, if you are having that column in where class. Okay, this is bitmap index. Next, and one more thing, you are searching this one, right? Select star from EMP where EMP number equal to 7499. EMP number equal to 7499. 74, right? So here if you are using directly this column means it will fire. If you are applying any functions here, let's assume if you are making the 2 underscore char, okay, index will not fire. Means if you are doing any operations on particular column separately, your index will not fire. Okay, only if you are using the raw column, okay, without performing any transformation on the particular column, indexed column, then only your index will get fired. Otherwise, it will won't fire. But still, you want to, okay, add that let's assume I am getting the data from different places. Okay, some places EMP number will be characters, but internally it is coming number only. But I am getting the characters. But for new records also I want to create the index. Simply what you can do, Oracle provided one more concept called function based index. So simply what you can do, you can create the regular used function on top of that particular column. Okay, means if you want you can do anything, trunk or anything. Here you can use that one. System will allow and will create the based on that one only. Okay, create index in underscore function underscore emp. Okay, on emp upper of I am creating the index on what upper column of the ename. So uppercase values of the, okay, index will be created. Let's go and check the value in the DBA tables. So let's start from this is DBA, right? DBA will have all the values. DBA underscore indexes where table underscore name equal to you are having three indexes. One is primary key is there, on function based index is there, and this is a different schema. Okay, this is this schema. Okay, this two are owner is this. Here owner is Balu123. Okay, just make sure that. So you have created the function base. This is type is this is non-unique, right? Your name may get duplicate, but it should not be null. If you open the syntax description of the table means you will get that one. Yes. Okay. E name is actually not null. Will create. I have not created that one. Okay. That index is non-unique type, and it is somewhere it will store is the function based. The value will be stored. Often. I am not able to get here. Just you can Google it where the function based index will be stored. Okay, the real time. Actually, that function will be saved. Function will be say here itself you were having function based normal. Let's say dive into some more places. Okay, it will store the corresponding function also. You will create the if you want if you are using the this class upper of ename regularly, then you can go for the function based index. Normally it will return the negative value. If it is the value is not there, it will give negative value, otherwise it will give the positive value. Okay, in where classes also it will give true or false, but in case of function based index it will be -1. Okay, for negative non presence it will show non -1. For presence it will show positive value. Here I shown right this is one zeros, but in case of function based index it will be -1 non-presence. Okay, for presence it will be +1. Okay, this you are clear or not? Next topic, guys. You have to respond. I have completed the index topic. How real-time indexes will be used? Why indexes will be used? Okay, what type of indexes? What is the mechanism of index in the inside? If you have any questions, let me know. I will explain one more time if required. Otherwise, we'll go. I will go to another topic. Okay. Say somebody yes or no. You understood or not? Okay. Next next topic is nested table. Okay. Today we don't have any PL/SQL class. We'll complete SQL. Okay. Next week onwards we'll start the PL/SQL. Okay. In this week we will get complete. Mostly. Okay. Almost I have completed all the topics, right? DBMS, operators, TCL commands, subqueries, joins, everything completed. Pseudo columns, integrity constraint, methodology view. I guess all are completed. Next, only these topics left. Okay. Nested tables, partitions, clusters. Okay. We'll get complete in this week. All the topics. Next, nested table. Can anybody tell me what is nested? Nested loop, nested if, nested like that. Nested table means table inside the table. Okay. Let's we'll create one more. I will show one more thing. Here in EMP DPT, let's take this example. Okay. What is the master table? What is the child table? Hmm? EMP is master or DPT is a master? Yeah.
department table is the master table and EMP table is the child table. I am saving the data separately. Okay, employee details separate and DEPT table separate. Here I am storing the DEPT number as duplicate. Okay, this is I am having duplicate values, right? For DEPT number. So I don't want to store separately. I want department details along with EMP in same table. Okay, 10th department details will be saved here instead of department number. Here I can save that this 10th department detail. Okay, in the 10th department itself, I want these records. Okay, for 20th department, I want these records. For 30th department, I want these details. Like that, inside the table itself, in DPT itself, I want. So as of now, we have not discussed the such type of scenarios, right? If you want to store everything in single table, okay, that time we'll go for the nested table. What does mean? Nested table means table within the table. Okay, here actually we are not having any data type, such data type. Okay, whatever we are creating the percentage row type in PL SQL we are using, right? Percentage row type, percentage column percentage type, cursor percentage type. So what does mean? All are user defined type. Even nested table also, that whatever we are having that particular type. Okay, either it can be record type or it can be table type. Okay, that type will be user defined type. Okay, that complete information will store as a single unit. Means you can store the entire 10th department details in single column. Okay, let me show. Yeah, this entire 10th department details as single column. Okay, entire 20th department will save as in single column. In same way 30th department. So what does mean? Means you are specific. We don't know, we are not giving any where Oracle SQL not provided that type. If you want to store entire record in single column, means that Oracle not provided, but we have to specify manually. That means user defined type we have to give. So how nested table will create, how it will work, let's see. Okay, one restriction is there: index cannot be created for the user defined type. Okay, because it's not the one value, right? It will be complete table. And the department means three records will be there. This one means five records will be there. 30th means again five records will be there. So we cannot create on the index. We cannot create the index on that user defined type. Okay, how it will be created? Let's see example. There are steps are there. Okay, three steps we have to create. First we'll create the record type. Okay, object, we can say that word object. It will store permanently in your database. Okay, in PL SQL we can use the cursor percentage row type or table percentage row type. That will be local to the particular program, particular PL SQL block, either declare or store procedure or function package, whatever it may be. But that whatever object we are creating, that is only particular for the particular block. Okay, that is local to the particular PL SQL block. But if you are creating externally, okay, outside global level, entire application, it will be saved. Okay, first you can create the object type globally. Okay, next that will be record type. Okay, what are all the columns you are including? If you want, if you want, you can add a number of columns here. Okay, but that will store as a one record type. Okay, first let's assume I want to store table details. Okay, address details in one column. How I will store? Just I will create the first record type of for the particular object. Means particular house number, particular address. I can say this is my home address. Okay, what will be the columns? House number, street, city, state, zip, everything will be there. Okay, like that I have created one record type. That record type I will make as a table. Okay, PL SQL collection topic is there. We'll discuss one more time. What is record type? What is table type? That and all. But you can create same objects in the SQL also. Okay. First you can create the table. If you want this records, okay, as a table, okay, that you can convert. You can create the table type on top of that record type. The syntax will be create type table, the table type name is table of one keyword is there that you can use to make the table this record type. Okay, that record type you can give here, and after that you can create the actual table. Okay, inside that you can use this table type as the one column type. Okay, as of now we have not done that, right? Simply either you can use the uh, what number character that string like that we have used, but user defined type we have not used as of now. So if you want to use that types means you can use as the column data type user defined type you can give in the your details. Okay, just customer address I am storing, just I am mentioning the customer ID and address as one column, and type of address is a table type. Okay, I'm having different address, home address, and okay, and office address like that. I'm storing separately, but I don't want to create separate table. Okay, here also some relation is there or not with this one. Okay, if you want you can add one more thing, type address. Okay, that will be varchar billing or shipping, simply I can say business words. Like that I can create the table. Okay, you have this, you have to mention this is keywords, nested table address, you have to specify that address column. Okay, here you are using that address only, right? Address is the column of type table address. Okay, that and store as this, you can give alias name, that whatever you want you can give anything, it will work. Let's create one nested table. Okay, I am creating the record type. Values are type address, type of address, and house number, street, city, state, zip, everything. Okay. Yeah, address type is created. If you want to show what are all the columns inside the type, simply you can go and give the description statement. Okay. So you can come to name already existed description. Okay, you will get the table description, that record type description. Type address is there, house number is there, street is there, city, state, whatever. You can, if you want, you can give constraint also. Constraint means only null and not null. Okay, not the primary and null. Next, what you will do, next step would be you have to create the table type. Okay, if you want to store only single record means you can give this one only. But I want multiple addresses for particular ID. Okay, so what you can make with this record types. 1 minute. With this address, I will make the this address as a table type. Okay, let's create table type address table. I have created the one table type. This will discuss once again. It will come in PL SQL. Okay, no need to worry if you are not understanding this time. Rare case nested table will use. Okay, even 0.005% only in real time. But still, we need to understand that topic. That's why I'm explaining. Next, what we have to do, you have to create the main table. Okay, once you have created the all the table types are not. Okay,
table definition will be like this. For nested table, you have to mention the this is nested table, like that you have to mention. Okay, one customer table. Here I am giving the customer ID along with the address column. Type is, that is table type of record address. Okay, what is record address containing? These are all the columns I am containing. Okay, that I have to mention. You have to specify what is the inside the table. Table is inside the table. What address column is inside the table, right? Here having the table separately. Okay, store as customer address. This you can give any description. Store as is the keyword. Okay, let's create. Already existed customer underscore detail, like that I will create. Table is created. Okay, if you want you can describe that one. Describe of customer detail. Yeah, you can see there are two columns. Customer ID, that is number, address is tab address, and means what does mean? This is user defined type. Okay, let's see for this one also what is the data type of that one. Describe that address type. What it will show, it is of type of record address. Okay, this is of record type and having, these are all the columns. Okay, this will act as a separate table. Okay, let's see how we'll do the insertion and updations on the nested tables. Okay, what are the columns we are having? Only two columns, right? Customer ID and address tab. Okay, I have to mention insert into these values. If you are giving normal, if you are doing insertion for normal table, means simply you can mention the column name and the details, and simply you can write the whatever values you want to pass. But this is, you are specifying separate table inside the inside the one column. Okay, so you have to give in different way. Let's assume customer ID is some 1001. Next, you have to specify address. Okay, here I am having many number of rows. So how you will do? You have to specify, that is of table type. Okay, this is my table. Okay, I am passing here, that you have to specify in the insertion also. Okay, this is customer ID, and here you have to specify your type. Type is what? Table type. That you have to use this one only, user defined type. Okay, next, inside that what you are using? Inside that you are using the record type. So you have to mention the record type also. Record type. Here what are all the columns you are using? Hmm? What are all the columns we have created? Record type. First, type address. Type address means what? I can give billing. Okay. Next, what is the house number? House number I can give 133. Okay. Next, what is the column? Next column, street, some MG road. Okay, I will give. Next is what? City. City I will give Bangalore. Okay. Next is what? State. This is Karnataka. So I will give Karnataka. Next, give pin code. Okay, pin code I will give 56009. Okay. This is one record. This is my billing address. Okay, I want to give for the same column. What you will do? You will give the again you have to specify the one more address. Instead of billing, you can make shipping. Okay, you can give the your office address. Okay, some Bellandur. Okay, Bangalore, Karnataka. Let's give the change the address. Okay, in this way you have to give the values to do the insertion for the nested table. Yeah, one row inserted. What you have to do, whatever columns, normal columns you are there, that you have to give. After that you have to specify the type of address. Okay, you have to specify the what type. That is, first you are inserting the table type. Okay, in that table what are all the records, that types you have to mention. Record type of this one, actually in Oracle this type will save separately, not with this one. If there is a dependency, that will store separately. I will show you that one, how it will be in that. Okay, this is separate type. This type is containing, these are all the columns. Okay, these are all the columns. I need to specify specify that. Okay, after that you have to close everything. You have to take care of that brackets and all. Next we'll execute the insert statement. Okay, let's see. To be frank, I never used this nested table in 8 years. Okay, you have to specify this one billing and some other ID. This you can give some electricity. Okay, let give same address. Okay, 1002. So records get inserted. Querying also you can do anything. How you can do the for normal table, same way you can give that. So let's start from customer details, right? You will get the details. Have already existed. Okay, it is trying to execute enter statements. You can select and query this one. Okay, it will show the, see here it is showing only address type, but if you want to fetch the details completely, it is storing as a separate table. Okay, address type. If you want to store separately, this is one record, this is one record. If you are having one more record here, means it will show one more record. Let me do that one also. Okay, here instead of two records, I will give n number of records. It will allow. Okay, let's give permanent. This is corresponding. Okay, let's it is a friend address, reference address, anything. Okay, you can give n number of addresses inside that one, because it is acting as a separate table. Okay, let's execute. Yeah, one row inserted. Go and query the that table. You will get the, see this many number of records, but still we cannot able to see the records, original values. I want this detail, everything. Okay, how I will do, I will use the, actually you need to split that one. Okay, you can use this value as a, okay, customer details, you can use c dot value, like that you have to specify in the, you have to specify in the where from class. Okay, comma c dot, this for this one you can give one alias name, addr. Okay, here addr dot star, like that you have to give. Then you will get the exactly what you want. Okay, customer ID, right? This is it. Customer ID. Yeah, you have to specify the keyword also. So start from customer. You have to specify that keyword. Which column you are querying here? Address column, right? That column you have to specify here. This is type of address only, right? So that you can do this one. Okay. From which table? This is from this table. In Snowflake means directly you can use this one. Actually, C dot value, if you are using like that, means you will get the this value only. But in Oracle, it won't support. Okay, cust ID is not the cust ID. What is the column name? Okay, there is no underscore this one. Subquery returning more than one row. What does mean? Actually, you are getting more number of records here. So here you are fetching only particular ID. So you have to specify the where class. Okay, for which ID you are getting that one. Where cust ID equal to you are joining right side anyway. If you are doing like this means it's you are joining only. Correct or not? Now you will get the exact value. Okay. See why I am getting duplicates. Can anybody tell me? You are doing cross join. You are not mentioning any join column here. You have to mention that one. Where this c dot custody equal to what does a address dot custody. Okay, if you want, you can give here as here also. Okay, whatever customer you want, that you can give and you can query this one from which table address table. Actually, address table doesn't contain that one. Custody, right? How to custody? You can select here and you can query. See, I am covering subquery, join, everything here for exact result. SQL query proper, not properly ended. Here is not the. In this way, you can query the data. Select list subquery. Only one column. You cannot select multiple columns. If you want, you can add here c dot custody equal to same ID. You can specify here. Some restrictions will be there with nested table. We rarely will use, but you have to. If you have any requirements, means simply you can give the hard-coded values for particular IDs. If you want all the IDs, means you have to use the joins and subqueries everything. Okay, like this, you can get the all the address details for particular IDs. You are getting my point or not? See, intentionally I have given this query. Select directly will use the table of because you cannot able to query if you are not specifying the address separately. You have to specify the particular customer ID. Okay, you are getting my point or not? What is nested table? Table inside the table. How you are querying the data? How you are inserting the data? How we can create that one? That's what I have explained. Select start from this whatever you are having the table for particular ID. Simply you can query and execute this one. You can get the per particular IDs. If you want, you can give the multiple IDs so that you will get the data. But you won't get customer ID. If you want to get the customer ID, you have to use joins and all. Okay, this will act as a separate table. this will act as a separate table. For that, for accessing, you have to use the separately table of, okay, table of that table type column inside the table, and you have to specify for particular ID. Okay, that you have to restrict. Otherwise, you will get more number of records. Okay, let's query for this one. If you are not selecting anything, means what you will get? You will get single row return more than one query. Like that, you will get more one error. Subquery returns more than one row. So what does mean? Here you are selecting one address, but you are fetching more number of records. It is not matching. You have to specify for particular ID. Okay, then only you will get the result. You are clear or not? If you are not understood, also doesn't no problem. But just you can take care of theory. What is nested table? How we'll use? Okay, no matter. Anyway, real time rarely will use nested table and all. These are the actually we'll use the PL/SQL table. PL/SQL table means it's associative array. Like that, we are having one table type in the PL/SQL that will use, but nested table never use. Actually, this will store permanently. Okay, in real in the our Oracle database. Nowhere you will get that this type of requirements. Table inside the table, because we'll store separately. Address table will save separately instead of storing the inside the table. Okay, still if you want create the type of table space, Oracle provided that feature also. Okay, if you have any doubts, I will explain one more time. Please respond whether you are understanding or not. What is nested table? Okay, sir, clear. Clear. I should get from everybody. How we can create the nested table? You have to follow few steps. First, you have to create the one database object, okay, of record type. Okay. Next, what you will do? Next, you will create one separate table type, okay, of that particular record type. Next, you can after that you can create the original table type. Okay. In that way, you can create the nested tables. If you want to update insertion means you have to specify the what type table type, right? First you have to specify the table type. After that you have to insert the n number of records by specifying the type of the record. Okay, this will be saved in the Oracle database itself. Even table types also, everything will be stored inside the database, inside the dictionaries. So it will go and check the what is the types of what is the what are all the columns inside the record type, and accordingly we have to give and we need to insert the values. Okay, if you want to update the records means you have to specify this one. This is table type, right? Simply you can go and I will show you this one. Simply directly we cannot update the nested table. If it is direct table means, so update table customer details set that customer ID equal to some 100004 where customer ID equal to 4, that will work. But if you want to update the inside the records means you have to specify the particular addresses. Okay, you have to specify that column. If you are using the if you are updating the table type column means you have to give update table of, you have to query the table address details for particular customer ID, and you can give the value set MG road whatever you want, okay, street or whatever you want. For the you can give the particular IDs also. Particular ID means here I am giving house number equal to 2, house number equal to what here, house number equal to 34. Okay, let's assume I will give for the 34. I want to change the MG road to some KF road, KGF road. Okay, like that I want to update. I have to specify the addresses, customer details. What is our table? Customer details table, right? So I need to customer details I have to specify, and a particular ID you should give, otherwise it won't consider. Okay, I want to update here here only. Okay, IDs you have to give, and this will work. Anyway, you are updating the nested table. Okay, let's see. I am updating the, instead of MG road, I am updating the KGF road. Okay, one row updated. If you want to go and check how you will do, you will check the in this way. Okay, select. You have to specify the particular ID. You have to specify the keyword table of. Okay, select addresses, address column from this table and their particular ID. Okay, then you, then you will get the data. Okay, see, MG road becomes KGF road, like that it will get updated. Anyway, this topic one more time will repeat in PL/SQL class, because this is user defined type, right? Nested table is, but still it will store in the Oracle database permanently. So for that they are given particular type, nested table type. We'll discuss one more time. If you are not understanding this topic today, means we'll discuss in PL/SQL also how we can do the DMLs, DDLs, everything. Okay, selection you have to specify the table type column inside the table. Okay, that's what nested table. Okay, if you want to drop the table, means let's assume directly, if you want to drop it, system won't allow. Okay, if you want to drop the record type, you cannot drop object type, right? Now type you have to mention drop object, this one it won't allow, because it is referring in address type. So you have to specify that. If still, if you want to remove that one, means you can use the force keyword. It will allow this table type, and this table will become invalid. Okay, normally we won't allow. You can system won't allow directly to drop the table. If first you can drop the customer details table. Okay, what you have to use, drop table. First you can drop this customer detail. After that you can drop the type of table, this one, right? Table type. Table type is what? Tab address. After that you can drop the record type. System won't allow to drop if having any dependencies. If you want to still drop, you can use the what, force keyword. Okay, let's create this one more time. I will show you how we can do, how it will be there in the inside this one. Okay, I have created the record type, I have created the table type. On top of that, I have created the one nested table type. Even I have inserted the data also. Okay, okay, now I am having data. Okay, so particular ID, what happened, I inserted, right, record. Control is inserted. Then why I am not able to query this one? Yeah, I am able to get that one. If you want to drop first record type instead of table, okay, let's see, it system won't allow. Okay, it is having some duplicates. Sorry, it is having some dependencies, so it won't allow. Still, we can drop by using force keyword. Okay, it will record type will get dropped. Let's see what will happen for the table. Okay, go and check the table. You cannot able to query that one. Address is invalid identifier, because this address type is already what, address type is already become invalid, so it will become invalid. Even you can do the table type also. Now anyway table will get dropped. This is the nested table and index topic. If you have anybody doubts, let me know. I will explain one more time. Otherwise, we'll close the class.
In nested query, we may use only where class, right?
Yes, you have to specify you have to point out the value for which value you are fetching. Otherwise, it will become, actually it will return more than one row. Okay, because it is a separate table, right? So it will give more than one row. So you have to specify the where class. If you want all the records, means you have to make join. Okay, inside this one customer IDs, here you can use, instead of hard coded value, you can give the select customer ID. Okay, customer ID right here. So that in that way you have to specify everything, and you need to give just use the correlated subquery here. You will get the all the address details, everything. Otherwise, you can able to query only one record with where clause only. Otherwise, you cannot get the data. You will get the error. I want all the details. How we can do? Simply customer ID here, select the star from star custody, right? ID. You have to specify distinct also. If you have any duplicates, okay. First, what you will get? You will get the distinct IDs of customer details. Okay, already I have dropped the table. Let me create more time. I will create the address. And you will insert the records. Now here I'm writing it. So here you will get this one. The IDs you will get. Next, where custody in here address. Here we don't have anything, so you will get all the addresses. Single row subquery. You have to mention the hard coded value. Otherwise, I won't. We won't get. I guess here we'll getting the more this one. Yeah, here it actually here we are getting more number of records. That's why I'm getting error. Okay, if you want, you can give again select star from table of, like that you have to give. This will become more tricky. Normally we'll use this one only. Here itself we can give the hard coded value. Very rare case we'll get this type of scenarios. 100% nowhere nested table will use. I'm sure. Any application, real time application. Okay, but you should know what is theory, what is nested table, how data will be stored. Said that. If you want to see the objects, you can see in the dictionaries. Let's see. Select the star from db underscore objects. object underscore name, like what is our types? Record type, right? REC underscore address, REC underscore ADR. This will be of type. Okay, object type is type. Type is also one object. Okay, next data, and what are all the columns inside that one? Again, separate the dictionary is there, that here it won't show, but just you will get some information. Okay, even for table type also you will get here. Here this is the user. Just now I have created this one of type. This is also one type, record type. Inside for this definition, again that one more data dictionary is there. I'm not sure which data dictionary it will store. Okay, it will be stored in database permanently as a separate object. Are you clear today class? What is index? What is nested table? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
I should get from everybody. Only Pushpa only listening the class or what? All are listening, right? Okay, Shafi, thank you. Yeah, once SQL completes, we'll start the PL SQL, because PL SQL we cannot explain in 1 hour. One topic we cannot explain because program will be very big, right? So we need to type everything. So half an hour anyway. One for one program itself will take minimum 15 minutes. So we cannot cover at least one program also, one or two programs also. If we are having two hours or 1.5 hour width means we can able to cover one topic at least. That's way we'll complete SQL. Anyway, will come to end. So once it's completes, we'll start completely PL SQL. Okay, that's why I'm holding temporarily that PL SQL. I have covered today index and nested table. Rest we are having only partition cluster will complete tomorrow. Definitely. Okay, cluster is very small topic. Partitions will complete in 1 hour. Okay. Next one day will complete DCL commands. Rest all are will get complete in one day. Okay. This DB architecture will explain one Saturday. Okay. Around it will take 2 to 3 hours, 2 hours. Okay. That we will cover later. Just in two classes will complete the SQL. Okay, this is one class and this is one class. Maybe if required we'll add this one also, additional features. Whatever, just only we missed list tag functions, merge query. Few features are there in real time where we are using. Okay, we'll discuss all only those things. Not required all advanced features, very rarely we'll use. We are having more number of advanced features also, that and all doesn't matter. Whatever we are using, that we'll discuss in the day after tomorrow class. Okay, DCL comments anyway it will take one day completely. Maybe it will take 2 hours. Okay, from Thursday or Friday onwards we'll start completely PL SQL. Okay, if you have any doubts we'll stay back, otherwise we'll close the class. No doubts, right?